Hello, everybody, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Tuesday, June 19th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Ivan XXX.
Wow. All right. Well, pack it up, everybody. We're done. That's unfortunate for you, sir. I'm proud that you're here, though. Please remember, everybody, you can help support this show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet, picking up some merchandise in the link below. Also, we are holding an Ask Us Anything on episode 500, so please submit those questions to us anywhere and everywhere that you can. You can find the show on social media as well as our videos on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all of which are at iReaditCast. We have a subreddit, which there is a pinned post for your questions, which is reddit.com/r/iReaditCast, as well as an email, which is iReadit@mjolnir.media. Jesus. Oh, our whole house just shook because somebody, I don't know, dropped something. Who knows? Anyway.
The bass, probably.
Yeah, drop the bass. Anyway. So, trying to figure out what your actual last name is.
XXX.
All right. Mr. XXX, how are you?
Pretty good. I've been real thinking about asking this girl out. I really like her. Her name's Isla Vass. I figured, well, an XXX man has definitely a shot with a Vass woman.
Is this how we're starting?
Yeah.
Was that just like the next pun name on the list? Ivan XXX and Isla Ass?
No, Isla Vass is one above. There's Isla Vass, Ivan Elevanich, so it'd be I have an Elevanich. And then there's Ivan XXX.
Damn. Chadwick joins us in the chat room and asks, "Where is Joe? I've been wanting to fight. I've been wanting all day to fight with people on the internet." We have not actually seen Joe for quite some time.
He's probably dead.
I mean, maybe. I don't.
The girl's name, Jin, is Isla Vass. ISLAVASS.
It's beautiful in a terrible way. Anyway, how's your day? For real, besides, wanting to be a fake person asking fake people out with names that relate to rectums.
I mean, I'm all right.
Yeah?
Real fucking hungry. Probably going to get a quickie after work.
Damn it, Nathan.
What?
You can't just be talking about ass and shit and then go talk about quickies.
I was not talking about shit. I was just talking about eating ass. Actually, no, I'm talking about eating burgers. Fuck.
Jen says, "I thought this was a family show."
How do you think families get started, dude? Eating ass.
That's not how families get started. Just letting you know.
No, that's exactly how it gets started. The sperm goes through your tongue into their asshole, and then
wow. Okay, so this conversation is done now. Oh my god. All right. So.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. First, spoiler, and then.
Oh, spoiler alert! That's how you make children.
Yep.
So what does that have to do with birds and bees?
See, sometimes when the person's right, they flutter around like a Disney movie. But if the person's wrong, instead the birds try to eat the bees get very angry and start stabbing everything in sight. So it's more like a weird MMA.
Do bees have a predator? Do they have a natural predator?
Birds?
Do birds eat bees?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't actually know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, they definitely eat bees.
Neat. Anywho. So, yeah, that's cool. I went to I had to go to a doctor's appointment this morning to, basically they're just going to run some tests on like blood and pee and stuff.
On your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, there was nothing to do with my ass, sir. In any case, so I go there and I'm like, here, and they're like, cool, awesome. And then they're like, we'll call you back in just a minute. And I'm sitting there, and they hadn't told me anything besides you need to have not eaten for at least like 10 to 12 hours before you come. And I was like, oh, okay. And so while I'm sitting there waiting, I'm like, man, I need to go use the restroom. So they're like, oh, yeah, the code to the bathroom is blah, 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 blah. And I go use the restroom, and I come back, and a couple minutes later, they call me back there. And I'm in this exam room, and she's, like, getting the stuff ready to draw blood. She goes, okay, we're going to need a blood and a urine sample. And I'm like, damn it. I literally just went to the bathroom before you called me in because no one told me you were going to need a urine sample. So then I had to drink like 4 glasses of water and just sit there and wait.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome. In a comedic sense.
Chadwick says, I came on the show one time and Schwahn was like, okay, let's try not to swear too much because of the YouTube censors. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah.
Funny story. I come on the show all the time.
Damn it, Nathan. What the fuck, bro?
Because I fuck a YouTube censor, know what I'm saying?
Oh. All right. So I'm just I don't even know where to speak. You know, it's speaking of YouTube and fuck YouTube and
5.
YouTube's piracy filter blocks MIT courses, Blender videos, and more.
Wow. This was submitted by, well, it was submitted 14 hours ago.
Fuck you.
P Commander 2 to our news. Almost, Michael.
Almost. So the thing that's even more impressive here, now the YouTube has had a piracy filter, a copyright filter for a very long time, but
Which is bullshit because they don't have a ninja filter. This is some shit. Some fucking prejudice bullshit.
Jesus, is this what today's episode is?
A little bit.
A little bit, a lot bit. So, but it's called Content ID, which is what most people will refer to it as. And and there's been several issues with Content ID in the past, and we've heard about people getting their own videos flagged for their own Content ID, but it's normally like I have 2 channels. I have my main channel and my side channel. I upload stuff to the side channel as it gets Content ID'd by the first channel. Well, they've just updated some stuff, and now Content IDs are hitting the channels that have the Content ID.
Wow.
So there is a channel called MIT Open Courseware, which is a channel that is put out by MIT themselves, and they do have copyright on it for a Content ID on those videos, but something went wrong to where it's hitting their own videos.
So an algorithm has a number that's wrong in it.
Oh, or something. I have no idea.
They should probably... Did you say I have no idea?
God.
It's a pun.
Jennifer did it too.
That's great.
No.
I think that YouTube fucks up a lot.
Considering that it'll flag some videos that have the use of white noise or birds chirping in them.
Yo, why's it got to be white noise?
Oh my god.
I'm talking about this Caucasian noise coming through my ears all the damn time.
That's... God damn it, Jen. Jen just pops into the chat, says, well, I mean, you could still give a sample, Michael. I once donated 10 gallons of blood, and some of it was mine. Terrible. And this also feeds into a concern that's happening in the European Union right now. The European Union is going through its own whole battle over net neutrality, and it's mostly around copyright, in that the majority of major websites are going to be forced, at least by a vote that's going to be going through tomorrow, if it does carry through, that basically anything and everything will have to be checked for copyright. And if it does hit a copyright, it needs to be automatically flagged and removed before it gets uploaded. Now, the extent that this goes to is pretty insane, though. Anything that has a copyright at all. So that means
Kobe says pink noise matters. I know what you saying.
Gross. God, people, why am I here? But the problem with that is like that means that it will flag your SpongeBob memes.
No, all my shitty JoJo memes.
Yep, your shitty JoJo memes will get flagged.
No. I need shitty JoJo memes. Why? That's unfortunate. I mean, it was a lot of shit posting anyways.
Now, there's not a absolute certain call on how this vote is going to go, and on top of that, it is also a question of how immediately will be appealed, what will be happening from that point forward after if the vote does get carried forth. But there is a concern that those types of things could happen.
Well, that's kind of shitty, but I think things need to be fixed on that end, and I really don't know how to fix it.
I don't either, but good luck to everybody.
Yeah, especially YouTube, because, I mean, shit, you guys fuck up a lot.
Yeah,
4.
Hundreds of United Methodist clergy bring church charges against Jeff Sessions.
This was submitted by Irish fellow NYC to Art Politics.
His own church is suing him
Why is that?
because he's full of garbage.
Wow, that's offensive, Michael.
So yeah,
I'm the king of garbage, and I will tell you that is not any nice to say about garbage.
Basically, Jeff Sessions is trying to use the Bible as well as religious discourse in order to push forward the whole separation of families at the border, as well as some of the other laws that he's wanting to push through.
I mean, which is unfortunate because there really should be a different kind of separation, a separation of church and state.
You are correct. But the 600 United Methodist Church clergy and laity, they are bringing church law charges against him related to the zero-tolerance policy resulting separation of families along the Mexico border, basically accusing him of child abuse, immorality, racial discrimination, and dissemination of doctrines contrary to the standards of the doctrine of the United Methodist Church. So now they're not denouncing him or anything like that. They recognize him as a member of the United Methodist Church and say that because he is one of theirs, they are the ones that are going to take care of it.
That's noble.
I guess, and kind of frightening.
I mean, they're ready to take him out.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of like when Scientology comes out and be like, we don't need to get the police involved. We'll deal with it ourselves.
I feel like Jeff Sessions looks like a giant man baby.
Chadwick says, I like Jeffy Poo. Well, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, that makes
most other people don't. Yeah. So.
Yeah, all right. I can agree with the law on a lot of things, but there are a lot of there's a lot of evil laws. I would not align myself as a lawful individual. I would align myself as neutral.
There's also a lot of antiquated laws too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unfortunately, law and legal process and the entire legislative process is very old and very slow.
And it tends to stay old because people like exploiting loopholes.
Yeah. Or doing whatever benefits them.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Rapper XXX Tentacion? I have no idea.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I have no idea how this dude's name is pronounced. Has been shot and killed, and now it appears to be lifeless. It's confirmed that he's dead. Has been shot in Miami and has been killed.
It was submitted by Stats Machine to our news.
He's 20 years old, was leaving a concert in Miami, and bang dead.
Yeah, I thought he was purchasing a vehicle.
Maybe, I don't know. There's been so many different reports, and I've never even heard of the people who are this fucking
Either way,
spin.com.
Deader in hell.
He is super dead, and there's a lot of controversy around him. There was already a lot of controversy around him because he's like a wannabe Chris Brown, and that he beat the ever-living bejesus out of his ex-girlfriends.
All right, so I would say that he beat that woman worse than Chris Brown beat Rihanna.
Rihanna had to be hospitalized.
Right. Did you see the fucking woman's face? Both of her eyes have been blackened, and one of them she can't see out of anymore.
Oh no, I know. But people the problem is that there's a lot of downplaying in terms of how badly Chris Brown beat Rihanna. He didn't hit her; he beat the fuck out of her.
Sure. I mean, both of them beat the fuck out of each other, and I'm glad that Rihanna is fully capable of being well and being a woman and everything, but that woman can't see out of that fucking eye anymore.
Yeah, I know. And neither of them should be diminished on any front. He also had a lot of controversial songs and controversial lyrics, but we don't know who shot him or why, just that someone decided that he needed to not be on the surface of the earth anymore.
My first instinct has to be a rival, like either pseudo gang member or a gang member that just doesn't like him.
Maybe
my other guess would be someone related to that woman because oh my god, did he beat the ever loving fuck out of her?
And she was also pregnant at the time too.
So, yeah, no, that's even worse.
It is worse. So, yeah, I had no idea who this person was, but Reddit apparently thought it was super important.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of very popular tracks. If I played a couple of them, you would actually recognize them.
Oh,
I will
probably.
guarantee that. But he got made famous because he was a SoundCloud rapper.
Oh, okay.
2.
So
I didn't know there was any of those that were actually successful.
Yeah, no. For any SoundCloud rappers, keep trying, and then I guess domestic violence, question mark, profit.
No, Nathan, no, because after like right on top of profit is death.
So Chadwick says, was it as bad as Ted Cruz beat Jimmy Kimmel in that celebrity basketball game? I would say it's on par with Jeb Bush's dignity being beaten.
Please clap. Anyway, number 2. Kim Jong Un has higher approval among Republicans than Pelosi.
This was submitted by a lightsaber made of bees to R. Not the Onion.
So now this
A
is
literal dictator.
This is not a direct like who do you like better, one over the other. These are two. The questions were separate. In terms of, do you approve of Kim Jong Un? Then another question: do you approve of House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, who's a Democrat from California? And according to the poll results, 19% of Republicans indicated they hold a favorable opinion of Kim, and 17% have a favorable opinion of Nancy Pelosi.
How do you have a favorable opinion of Kim?
I don't know.
It's baffling.
I have zero. I don't have a favorable opinion of Kim whatsoever. I have hopes for, but I do not have a favorable opinion of.
Yeah, I would say I'm in the same boat as you. I do not think highly of Kim, but I do have high hopes that he is turning himself around.
Yeah, like I hope things get better. I hope things for the North Korean citizens get better. But Jesus, do I not approve of Supreme Leader Kim Jong Un?
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. I don't really approve of him or his family, except for his brother that died.
Also, I'm also not a fan of Nancy Pelosi, so.
Right, but I would say that I'm more of a fan of Nancy Pelosi than the Uns.
Right,
the Kims,
and that's why it's pretty easy to kind of twist the way that this poll was conducted, because it wasn't who do you like better. It was two completely separate questions of, do you approve of this person, yay or nay, and then on another one, do you approve of this person, yay or nay.
Still, at least one person has had to have put, yes for Kim Jong Un, no for Pelosi. Pelosi. Yeah, let's talk about that. Fuck the fucking director Polanski.
I mean, the survey was of 1,000 people, so if you break that down, then we're looking at 190 people out of that 1,000 approved of Kim Jong Un, 170 approved of Nancy Pelosi. So it's a 20-person difference.
Damn, 20 people. Still crazy.
It is, especially considering who that person is. And now to appease the chat, Jesus Christ.
1.
Trump to launch 6th military branch, the Space Force.
This was submitted by Bubba Hard to our space.
Space Force. We will be America in space.
Yeah. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about it.
I will go to the one place that has not been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
It's like, on one hand, it's really cool because it's like taking science fiction and making it science reality. But on the other hand, it's like making it some of the worst of the science fiction because you don't want that kind of future. But on the other hand, it helps protect us against aliens and other things. But on the other hand, you're like ruining the last frontier by tainting it with military presence.
Space.
Also, you're kind of disregarding NASA unless you start using NASA to start picking up for your Space Force.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I mean, the United States military just got the largest budget that they have gotten since the start of the Iraq War. I can't remember the start, or like 2011. Anyway, for quite some time, and even compared to the last several years, and I mean like 20, 25 plus years, this is the largest budget they've ever had. And if part of that budget is going to developing a space force, then it also means that there's probably going to be major developments in space exploration in general, because, well, can't have space force if you can't get to space.
I kind of like the idea of a Space Force because it gives average Joes more of a chance to get into space. I really want to be in space.
I have decided that Space Force is not what it would have been called, because that just kind of sounds like you're a knockoff of the Air Force. And I realize that he said that they're supposed to be sister branches that are equal but separate, which also is a very racially charged term. In any case, beyond that, it should have been called Space Corps, CORPS, because we have that way all of them felt separated in different branches. You have Army, Marines, Navy, National Guard, Space Corps.
I thought it was the Marine Corps.
Oh, maybe. Shut up, Nathan. God damn it. Fuck it. Just call it Astra Militarum. There you go.
Whoa. Let's slow down.
Astra Militarum, Nathan. For the locals, they can call it the Imperial Guard, okay?
You can slow the fuck down when it comes to God Emperors.
And then we'll just work our way a little bit farther, and we'll get the Adeptus Arbites in here, and we'll start, biologically manufacturing people to have, 3 stomachs, 2 sets of lungs, 4 hearts. Everything will be great.
See, this is where we got it all wrong. All right. We fucked up completely with the Space Force.
How? We haven't. It hasn't even started yet.
I know. What it should have been is it should have been a giant elevator into space. And in order to own the elevator, you have to win in a tournament where you have to build a giant mech called a Gundam. And you have to fight all of the other nations' Gundams.
No, Nathan.
I liked it.
Instead, we need to just figure out how to get the United Federation of Planets online.
Well, we have to end evil first. It's kind of hard. United Federations of Planets was more or less the socialist state, so there's that.
Because if I'm trying to choose between Star Trek and Mad Max, you know which one I'm voting for?
Mad Max?
No.
Oh.
Kobe, please don't ever utter those words again. Just
Space Force 80s now.
Also, real quick random thing, I would just like to personally thank Kobe Boatwright for being in the chat right now, because it's his birthday. Happy birthday to you, sir.
Damn! Happy birthday, Kobe!
You're spending your birthday listening to our worthless dribble, so I appreciate you very much, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, Space Force. Although, as ridiculous as it is probably one of the most well-received things that Trump has ever done.
Yeah, because it's more things to do with space.
Because everyone's like, he's ridiculous as fuck, but Space Force! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Yo, if you told me like 12 years ago that our future president is not only going to put the military in space, but also have fucked porn stars, I would call you a damn dirty liar.
Chadwick says, "Great, our future is Warhammer 40k." Again, if I'm choosing between 40k and Star Trek, I'm still aiming towards Star Trek.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I'm gonna aim for Star Wars because I want to be a smuggler.
But that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah. So. Okay. So that little bit in the beginning, a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, was during a specific era.
I think also, doesn't that not make sense at all? Didn't Star Wars come to Earth at some point?
Yes, actually, non-canon now, but that is how Han Solo died in the comic books. Han Solo and Chewie made it to Earth by running away from smugglers and just blindly hyperjumping. And then when they got to Earth, they crash-landed and they were attacked by the natives. Han died, and then Chewie left and became Sasquatch, and Han Solo his body and the Millennium Falcon was found by Indiana Jones.
Okay. Nice. All right. Interesting.
Yep.
So, but that means that they probably weren't in a galaxy that is far, far away. They would have just
That's
been
not true, dude. You don't know the capabilities of hyperjumping.
I suppose not, but normally it doesn't travels within a galaxy.
I mean, maybe.
Who knows, I guess.
There's been plenty of galaxies in the Star Wars universe. Because like I said, though, like in a galaxy far, far away, or a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, was the main series, right? But there were books and comic books for hundreds of thousands of years in the future from that point.
Interesting.
with different force powers even, and force traditions that were long since lost coming back.
All right. Still voting for Star Trek.
I'm still voting for Star Wars because I want to be a smuggler.
You could be a smuggler in Star Trek.
Yeah, but I would feel bad because the government's awesome at Star Trek.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Also, that means humans exist on other planets. Then, if we're talking about Star Wars,
Eventually, humans exist on other planets. Yeah.
yeah. But if it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the humans that are here on Earth, Han Solo was literally an
You're
alien.
damn right. Have you seen Prometheus? Those motherfuckers started walking around and just dropping their seeds into goddamn rivers.
No, I have not seen Prometheus, but okay.
Well, you should count yourself lucky.
So we found one movie that I haven't seen that you're like, good on you, good on you.
Prometheus was hot garbage.
Oh man. Anyway,
Michael Fassbender in it, and Michael Fassbender's hot as fuck. So
if you say so. The last movie I saw with Michael Fassbender was the Assassin's Creed movie, and
still doesn't stop him being hot just because he's in a bad movie.
but if all of his movies are bad.
Again, like I said, still doesn't stop making him hot. For instance, Nicolas Cage is the most attractive man on the face of the planet.
What? Are you fucking trolling me right now? Don't at you?
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me! At Bimmenstein.
No!
What'd you care about in the last 24 hours, fool?
I love Steam and Steam games.
Okay.
So I've played more of that. Did I talk about We Are Dwarves yesterday?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I started playing more of that game. The game's actually not bad, and is probably worth the $20 to $25 that it actually is, but I got it for $2.50. It's no longer $2.50, but think about putting it on your wish list to look for when it goes on sale again, because that game's really fun.
So how large of a wish list do you normally keep?
Right now I'm rocking 4.
Oh dang, I'm fucking lots.
I like to put things on my wish list and then rethink constantly.
Yeah, I do the same thing. And I probably have. Does this actually provide a number? No.
Oh, what? Someone made Spelunky into a multiplayer like free-for-all game?
So here's the games that I currently have on my wish list. Okay.
Okay, you go yours and I'll do mine.
Okay. Maybe you should do yours first, since you only have 4.
Okay. So in my wish list, I have Rocket League.
Okay.
I have Chronicon.
Oh, don't know what that one is.
I have Battle Chasers Night War.
Okay, I also have that one.
I have Mage Quit.
Don't have that one. So I have A Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel, and its sequel. Well, no, that's the sequel. The first one is Trails in the Sky. I have Little King's Story. I have Wizard of Legend. I have Overload, which I'm actually going to remove that one. I have Battle Chasers Night War. I had a friend recommend me What Remains of Edith Finch, as well as the other thing that was made by those people, Last Day of June.
Oh, damn.
I have Victorum, because that game looks pretty cool, although it's not getting good reviews, but it is interesting because of the way its magic system works. I'm actually removing some things as I'm going through this. I'm like, oh, that can go. I have Into the Breach, which is made by the people that made Faster Than Light.
Okay.
And I feel that they did good. Vagante, which I just put on there yesterday. It looks like a roguelite indie platformer thing. Moonlighter, which I'm really waiting to go on sale because I want to play that game real fucking bad. Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, because people recommended me to play the remake of Secret of Mana, and I've never actually finished Chrono Trigger because I suck at life.
What? Yo, Chrono Trigger's the best fucking RPG of all time.
Slay the Spire, which is another indie game. It's actually a card game that you're able to kind of fight in. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, which I really want because it looks awesome, and my friend Tony is playing it. Dungreed, which is another roguelike game, and then One Deck Dungeon, which is another indie roguelike game. They both it looks real fun and good. I want to play them. But I have so many other things to play, and then I almost started replaying through Shining Force a couple days ago, and I'm like, damn it, I have other things to play. Oh, I also have Graveyard Keeper on here, but that doesn't actually release until August, and I want to play the hell out of that.
Yo, for anyone who really likes Well, I can't really say really likes Capcom. If any of you really like Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen is currently $9.89 on Steam. It is 67% off.
I'm just waiting on that Steam sale. Any case.
Dude, like, I'm itching at the neck for fucking Steam sale.
What did I care about in the last 24 hours? I went and helped a friend of mine move some stuff around in his house. He needed a bunch. Well, in his girlfriend's house, actually. They needed to move some things from one room to their garage because they're going to have family visiting. And that was fun. They bought us pizza. I made a super insensitive joke, and then I kind of feel bad about it now, but I can't bring it back up because that would make it more insensitive.
No, do it. I want to hear it.
So... All right.
You insensitive whore.
Yeah, I know, right? And I didn't even think about it at the time. And luckily, it was received very well, at least everyone besides him. So she's like, I don't know, 5 foot tall, maybe. She's short. And we're sitting there talking, eating pizza, and we're talking about the different things that we're doing to try and be healthy. And she's real healthy and stuff now. But we're sitting there talking. She's like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I used to be 275 pounds. And my immediate reaction was like, oh my God, did you literally just have to hold your arms out and roll around?
Oh my God.
And luckily, she busted out laughing and thought it was one of the most hilarious things ever said. And then later I realized, like, wow, that could have went so bad.
Bullshit. That should have been a lot better.
What should have been a lot better?
Her reaction.
What do you mean better? As in more negative?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I'm sorry. And the dude bro friend was like, I'm gonna fucking punch you. And I was like, I got nothing. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God. I saw the weirdest fucking game on Steam the other day.
I'm listening.
You play as a pair of panties.
Okay.
You are not really on women at all in the game. You float around as this pair of panties, and you try to shoot lasers out of your panties at other panties.
Nice. I saw a third-person Left 4 Dead game where you play as a Japanese schoolgirl, and you can remove your clothes and throw them to distract the zombies.
You can do that in regular Left 4 Dead. You just got to get the mods for it.
Well, this is without mods. Chadwick says, guys, Cyberpunk 2077 is coming. Yes, I know it. I want it now.
Yo, Darkest Dungeon DLC is fucking... Well, the bundle is on sale, 46% off. It's like $15.60 right now.
If you guys have not played Darkest Dungeon, you should go get that game and do that. Anyway.
The Crimson Court is 33% off. The Shield Breaker is 33% off. I'm getting all of this fucking DLC because, like, it comes with the soundtrack as well.
You know, my last run through Darkest Dungeon went very poorly. It was going really well, and then the actual village itself got attacked, and all of my best dudes got murdered.
Oh. Because I already own Darkest Dungeon, I'm only saving $1.74 for buying all of it.
What if you buy the DLC directly?
It already adds that up.
Well, damn. I mean, you could also wait like 2 weeks and see what it does in the Steam sale.
Yeah, but I mean, there's $15 for 3 DLCs. Each of them are like $5 a piece. One of them being $10. No, two of them. Yeah, no. One of them's $10. So for $15, I'm getting a $20 or a $10 soundtrack, a $10 DLC, a $4 DLC, and a $5 DLC.
Whatever you say, friend.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, he says.
Then I've like beaten Darkest Dungeon. And I want to play the DLCs.
You've beaten it, man. Power to you.
It was hard.
I believe you.
It was real.
I have not.
Real hard.
I think I've went into the Darkest Dungeon once and then promptly fucking booked my hell ass out of there.
You want to know the worst part?
What?
It was all on that computer.
Oh, well, sucks to suck, bro.
And I don't think I ever backed it up to a cloud.
In any case, let's get out of here. Please remember, everybody, we will be holding an Ask Us Anything. Literally anything. Whether did you submit those questions to us, we will be holding it on episode 500. There's a pinned post on Facebook. There's a pinned post on Reddit. Send it to us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Leave it in the comments wherever you're at. Please do so. All of those are at iRedditCast. We also, our subreddit is reddit.com/r/iRedditCast, or you can send it to us in an email, which is iReddit@mjolnir.media. Send them to me and Nathan directly, me at Schwahn Michael, Nathan at Bimmenstein. Get those questions to us. If you would like to support the show beyond that, patreon.com/dailyinternet, or pick yourself up some merchandise in the link in the description below. or leave us 5-star reviews on our audio-only platforms, which are iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and basically anywhere else you can find a podcast. Doing so helps other people find the podcast, and, maybe if you find someone else that you know that's interested in podcasts, just let them know. Tell a friend. Why'd my iPad shut off? Oh, well, don't need you anymore anyway. We're done hitting the buttons. Oh, no, we're not. Actually, I just realized I gotta play the button at the end. Oh, okay, it's still working. Maybe. In any case. So, yes, please do those things to help us in any way that you can. And that's it, everybody. That is your 485th dose of the Internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Ivan...
Itchinanus.
Itchinanus, that's right.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Goodbye.
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 Bye.